Hello everybody, welcome to my brush tutorial. Okay, so I've got these beautiful marble looking brushes, 10 pieces of brushes that I'm just going to show you how to use. They're very easy brushes to use. They have a few of eye brushes, eyeshadow and eyebrow brushes, and these are the face brushes. So it's all about your foundation, your moisturizer, your blush, your highlighter. So I'm going to show you how you can do your makeup very quickly. I will try to be very quick. Okay, the thing is I've got so many brushes because I've been a makeup artist since 2008. So I've acquired a lot of brushes in those years. Some have been taken by my sisters, blah 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 blah, but I know a good brush when I see one. Okay, but for now these brushes are affordable and also they're okay to use. I mean, they are expensive shoes that you can buy. You can buy the red bottoms, or you can buy the shoes that are cheaper. I mean, they're shoes, right? But just depends on you, what you want to do, how you want to look like at the end of this. So you can use anything, but the thing is the quality has to be at least okay. All right. One other thing, my lashes are probably not even, but ignore that because I hate putting false lashes because the glue is very uncomfortable for me, and also I just cannot place them properly on my lashes, but on someone else I'm really good. I just place them and they just stick on. They look like real lashes. So I know you're watching this video, but you're probably thinking, why are her lashes crooked? It's okay. This is probably the third time I tried to put them on, so ignore this. Okay, ignore, focus on the technique. See, I've cleaned my face. You can see all my freckles and all my blemishes. You can see that my lashes and my eyebrows are very thin. So I'm going to try and make them look natural, and so that you can actually walk out of the house looking all confident and beautiful. You can still walk out of the house looking like this without makeup on. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, you just do what you want to do, right? You want to put makeup on, or you don't want to put makeup on. It really doesn't matter. All that matters is what you want to do. And for now, what you want to do is watch this video about these brushes. Okay. I'm gonna drink some water. Sorry. Okay. Are you ready? All right. First things first, you need to prep your face. When you do makeup, it's important for you to prep your face. Like anything, when you build a house, you need to make sure the foundation is tight, like the foundation is on point, because that house is not going to stand if it doesn't have a foundation. So what's your foundation when you do your makeup? The base. Foundation means something that you use before the full makeup. So our base is going to be like hydration, skincare, primer, and then obviously the foundation. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use this hydrating spray by MAC. It's called Charged Water, and I love it because it's mineral based. I have very sensitive skin, so I have to be very careful on what I use. Whew, I'm drowning. All right, so I just spray that on. You just leave it for a little bit, and then the next thing you need to do is use primer. So the primer that I like using is the Face Protect. It is an SPF of 50 and it's also by MAC Cosmetics. I'm just going to apply just a little bit of that. Okay, sometimes if I'm not using the SPF 50, I use the Mineralize Time Check Lotion, but it's almost finished. Look at that. So yeah, today I'm not using it. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this Face Protect on my hand. Don't put too much because you don't want your primer to be very thick. I'm going to use the first brush. This is the foundation or the primer moisturizer brush. Just going to take that from my hand, apply it from the middle of my face, blend that out to the hairline, to the jawline. Okay, I'm not putting too much because I already did it earlier, so I'm not going to waste my primer, do it again. I'm just showing you the technique. middle of the nose, go down to the jawline, down to the jawline. Yeah, I can sing. Okay, and after that, what we need to do is spray again. It's okay to spray. Just to give a little bit of hydration. You see now, when you want to have a little bit of a glow, make sure you apply the highlighter where the sun hits. Like, can you see the sun is hitting here, or the where the light hits, it's also hitting here, and on the nose. You see that? Ooh, but that's just the hydrating spray. All right, we don't want to waste time because I know you guys have things to do. I already put my foundation on this Petri dish, and I put my 2 concealers that I use because my skin is a little pigmented. I've got pigment here, like it's a little bit dark here, it's a little bit dark there, it's a little bit dark on the forehead. So what I do is I kind of mix my products because one color is probably too dark or too light. So I'm going to take a little bit of the foundation and apply it from the middle of my nose and dab, dab, dab. I know some people like to use a beauty blender, which is fine, but I find it not hygienic for myself, so I don't want to use the beauty blender because the washing and waiting for it to dry is a mission. You see now, I'm not actually applying the foundation on the eye area. Why? Because foundation is a little bit more liquidy than concealer, so it tends to move towards the eyelashes, the lash line, and then you might have an infection. So it's better just to use the concealer around the eyes, because concealer is considered a little bit thicker, so it will not move that much. You see? Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of our foundation because I was trying to be a little bit stingy. I'm just gonna take a little bit from my lid, just on the surrounding parts, just a little, not a lot. Yeah, you see how my skin is looking? This is looking like my neck, right? So keep applying. Use it like a beauty blender. Dab, 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 like that. Dab, 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 all the way. I'm trying not to edit this video because if I edit, it's more work for me, you know. So I'll just put it on YouTube and you guys can watch it when you have time. See how I'm using the brush, like in circular motions or in dabbing motions. This is so you can cover all the areas you feel like your skin is pigmented, or it has scars or blemishes. Okay, and see how I left the foundation. I didn't do it on the top because most people put too much foundation on their forehead, and their forehead sometimes is a little bit dark like mine. So if you put too much foundation on a dark area, the foundation that blends on the light area will not blend on the forehead. Why? Because the forehead is darker, right? So when you put the light one on the darker part, obviously it's going to look gray, and no one wants to look gray. Okay, so I'm using the leftover foundation just on the forehead area. Yeah, circular motions, like really quick, like a buffing motion. And for covering, concealing, do the dab, 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 dab. It's like a mini massage for your face. Okay, now let's move on to the concealer. I put a lot, that's just too much. That's like for 4 people. So I'm just gonna mix them together, pull that with the brush, yeah, and then blend where I need to. I'm gonna be looking down because my mirror is over there. Okay, so it doesn't mean like I'm ignoring you or anything. Okay, this is now the concealer. So, ooh, I forgot I had lashes. Oh Lord Jesus, it took me 4 hours to put these lashes on. So I'm gonna apply the concealer gently around the eyes. I'll use the same brush. I mean, if you don't have lashes, you can just blend it all around, but because I have lashes, I don't want to move the lashes, so I'm just doing it slowly and gently. You know, there's a brush we're gonna use on the brows, so maybe I'm gonna use that to go in the smaller, tighter corners. Yeah, why do people do this when they're doing their foundation or when they're doing their mascara? Why are you doing that? Well, you're doing that because you want to stretch so you can fill in all the product around that area where there are wrinkles, no, fine lines. Okay, so I'm blending it nicely. This is a smaller brush, right? Okay, so this is going to be the one that we use for eyeshadow, so just use this one for now because the eyeshadow is going to be darker anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then keep taking just a little bit. Oh, put too much already. This face, what is this face for? Like, let me try and be cute. I'm trying, guys, but I'm used to doing this. And it doesn't matter, you can do whatever faces you want. It's your face, right? Okay, I'm not gonna be doing that. Let me be cute. Whew. Okay. Oh, I'm doing it again. It doesn't matter, guys. Do whatever you want. Do the funny faces. And also, don't forget under the chin. People forget to do their makeup here because now when you're walking around, you are now looking like a ghost face. Your face is full of foundation. Your neck is something else, or your face looks like a mask. Okay, so now I'm just using the brush to just go in the areas I feel need attention. Oh gosh, my attention span is so small. Small or short, same thing. There's a little bit of foundation that went on my lips. Just to prep the lips, you can use this Prep and Prime by MAC Cosmetics. You can see it. If you cannot, then just check on the link below. I don't even know if I have a link below, but anyway, just send me a message, whatever. My brushes are falling, and ask me what I used. But I'll try and put a link below, right? There should be a link below. I need to know how to do that. Ooh, this is just gonna prep your lips. Alright, so the foundation is done. I think I need to just like blend out here a little. Yeah. Okay, so here goes. Yeah, I hope this is looking good on camera as it is on my mirror. Yeah, not bad. Anyway, this is just a lesson about the technique of the brushes. It's not like a photo shoot or I'm going to the Grammys or anything like that. I just need you to know how to use your brushes, okay? Right, next up is powder. I have a favorite. This one is a mineral powder by MAC Cosmetics. Again, she keeps saying MAC Cosmetics, MAC Cosmetics. It's okay. You can have your own powder that you have, it's fine, but I like to use what I like to use, okay? So now with the powder, it's the same thing. Apply your powder from the middle of your face, going to the jawline or the hairline. I'm going to do like dabbing motions. Why? Because if I use the sweeping or the circular motions, it just takes off everything that I've done. And if you have the skin that has a lot of pigmentation, a lot of blemishes, a lot of scarring, then you don't want to do that. You just want to dab your powder onto your skin. So I'm going to do the same because I have a little bit of pigmentation, as I said before. And you see how powdery this part looks, and look at this part. It looks a little bit oily. It's not oily, but it's a glow, okay? But some people don't like that, so we are gonna avoid that by powdering. And I'm gonna powder, you see? And I've got pimples, but it doesn't matter, you know? People worry so much about their faces, and oh my god, my lashes are making my eyes look one smaller and one bigger. I hate this. But anyway, as I said, nobody cares. Okay, so let's just put some powder here. You see there was a little bit of that glow. Okay. Dab, dab, dab. I was about to do the circular motions because I know I don't have anything there, like any pigmentation that's too much. I know I have it here, so I'm not gonna ever do that here. So I'm gonna dab, dab, dab. I hope you guys can hear me. If not, just let me know, then I will perfect the next video. Okay, see? Glow matte, glow matte. I love, love, love this brush. It's like a sponge. Ooh. Just dab it in there. Dab, dab, dab. It's so soft. I promise you. It's so soft. It's like a pillow for your skin. Pillow for your skin. Pillow for your skin. I can sing. My sisters think otherwise, but I can sing. Okay, so go in there. Go in there. Oh my god, I'm already on 17 minutes, and I know that it's gonna be a long YouTube video. It's too long. I'd never watch YouTube videos that long unless you're interesting. So I hope you guys are not bored. But the technique, let's just go back to the technique. Dab, dab, dab. Sponge it in. Sponge. Beauty, blend that beauty. Blend it. Because right now it ain't looking cute. Blend that beauty in. Blend it in the jawline. Bring it down a notch. Bring it down a notch. Bring it down your neck. I mean, your chin. And your forehead, your hairline, and also don't forget your eyebrows, because sometimes it's a little bit oily on the eyebrows. You know why? Because you actually put the powder around and didn't go in. So go in there, just try and brush them to the opposite side. Okay, I think we're done with the foundation and the powder and the concealer. Now back again to our magic spray. This hydrating mist is amazing. Ooh, I put powder on my lips. So spray again for instant hydration. All right, we're done with the powder. Gosh, sorry about the noise. We need to get into, oh, someone's calling me. Ooh, not now, honey, not now. I ain't gonna answer. Anyway, let's go back to our video. Okay, so now we have to do the brows. What I like to do with the brows is I brush them to the opposite side, like that. Once you brush your brows to the opposite side, then you can brush them back to the correct side. Yeah. Okay, and just forgive me, but I'm gonna use my mirror, and I'm also gonna use my pencil that I got from a local store, just a brown eyebrow pencil, nothing special. Gosh, these lashes are driving me to drink. Anyway, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this brow pencil to draw a line underneath the brows. It has to be like a natural line, not a line. Like just follow your shape of your brows, gently. Yeah. You see, there's a little bit of a shape there. And then on the top as well, just on the top. Just create another soft line like that. And then let's fill that brow in. Fill it in very softly like this. Yeah, can you see what I'm doing? Just fill it in with little tiny strokes. Just keep doing that until you get the intensity that you want. Okay? Like anything that you have to do on a daily basis, like driving, cooking, whatever, your job, you need to practice for you to be able to be good. Because if you don't practice and you keep saying, oh, I don't know how to do it, I don't know how to do it. I mean, 2020 is round the corner. You will keep saying the same thing till 2025. Oh, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. You don't know because you're not trying. Okay? I'm holding my pencil close to the tip. Why? Because if I hold it from far, then the strokes are very soft, and I don't want that. I want my strokes to be a little bit more firmer. So I'm going to hold it close to the tip and fill in the brows. Yeah. See how different this one looks to that one. Still the color is the same. I didn't use black for my brows. I used brown, like a dark brown. Okay, so I'm just intensifying now from kind of the middle going to the end. I'm gonna make it more darker to give it like more of that oomph. Okay. All right, that's done. I'm gonna take my little spoolie brush and comb some of the excess out, because you don't want your brows looking like Angry Birds. Comb the excess out like that, and then I am gonna use one of the brushes, like an angled brush, to clean up my brow. And then you know what you need to use when you're cleaning up your brow? You need to use something that is light, like a foundation or a concealer. I'm going to go in back to my concealer that I was using earlier. Just take a little bit like that, yeah? But make sure your brush is filled with product. Fill it with product, make it flat from the Petri dish like that. Okay? Once you've done that, go back in to your brows, like at the bottom here, and make sure you clean up. Ooh, the lashes are tickling. So I'm cleaning up like that. I'm doing this small strokes because you are learning, but if you know what you're doing, you can just do the one stroke. Yeah, but because I don't want you to get too confused, I'm gonna do the small strokes as well. Okay, the top as well needs to be done. The angled brush is amazing to use because this is the one that will make or break your brows. I'm talking about those people who don't have thick brows. If you have thick brows, you can achieve this look without you even putting the brow pencil, filling in and all that. You can still achieve the look. I'm gonna get that brush that we were using for the concealer. Remember, we were putting concealer and blending it in. I'll use that brush again because this one is soft. So I'm just gonna soften the edges so it doesn't look like we tried to make it light. Just softening the edges. I'll go in with a powder later. Then I'm going to take my pencil again just to give some depth here. I'm giving the depth from here, from the middle of the iris going to the other side, yeah? Because already we have the guidelines, so you're not going to make it too dark. The same angled brush, can you see it from that angle? I don't know. Same angled brush, make it softer from here. This is the side of your nose, like the bridge of your nose. You're gonna make it softer, right? So just use the same brush and just fade it up, fade it a little bit. Okay. Then blend, blend, blend. I like to go in again with the same concealer. You know why? I just want to give that oomph again. You see that? Then I use this brush to pull down the concealer. Okay, blend it out. Same brush. Okay, blend it out. Oh my god, I'm such a perfectionist. So now you see that this brow is on flick and the other one is, I don't know. So what we need to do now is do the other brow. But on this one, I'm going to be very quick. So please forgive me. done the eyes, okay, gonna use some ow, concealer palette. Okay, so I'm using the base color for the eyes. It has to be a color that just blends with your skin tone, like something that would look like your face powder. Okay, once you've done that, now you just need to use like a shade that's maybe a little bit darker. I'm gonna go for this one. This is my favorite. It's like my transition color. A transition color is the one that you use to define your eye shape. So I'm just gonna dig in with I don't know if you saw that, sorry. Just take a little bit, remove excess, and apply on your crease. The crease is the part which is between your eyeball and your brow bone. This is your brow bone, and then the eyeball, you can kind of see it. Like if I push my soft brush in, I can feel my eyeball. So you don't even have to close your eyes. You can just do it like this. Blend it from the outer corner going in. This is just going to be like a soft look, so don't expect too much makeup. I'm just showing you the technique. Yeah. Oh, these brushes are amazing. I love how soft this is. It's like soft as a cushion, soft as a marshmallow. So I'm just blending that in. You see, I'm doing the circular motions, but they look like I'm doing the zigzag. But just be careful. When you do the circular motions, make sure your wrist is going into circle motions. If it's zigzag, it will be like this. But if it's circular, it will be like this. You see? So my eyes have some depth. Once you're done with that, just take a little bit more, fade it up a little bit on the top, so it doesn't look like you stopped. Okay, you don't want it to look like she put color there and it's just like that. It has to be soft and polished. Yeah? Okay, once you're done with that, now we're gonna go with our flat brush. This one, I'm going to take, should I go for a shiny color? Yeah, we can go for a shiny color, can't we? No, let's not confuse our, let's try maybe like something light. I'm going to try something light. I'm going to place my brush like this, and I'm going to use my mirror. No, let me use the other one because this one is a little bit too heavy. When you use your brush like this, just place the product on the lash line. Okay, then you can blend it out. Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, my lash is trying to be rebellious. Oh dear. I'm gonna switch it up a notch. Okay, instead of using the flat side, I'm gonna use the pointy side. Instead of the flat, pointy like this, so I can go in the corner. Alrighty, we need some depth in this eyeshadow. I'm looking for something. Oh Lord. Okay, I'm looking for this. This is a blush called Film Noir by MAC, but it's a palette one, so I just bought it like that. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of it in the corner here, because I just want some depth in this eyeshadow. I feel it's lacking some depth. Okay. Ooh, yeah. It's coming out, it's coming out. Okay, this is fine. Alright, so now we're gonna go into the eye kohl. My eye kohl is so small because I love it. This is Smolder by MAC Cosmetics. I'm gonna apply it in the waterline, okay? And also this side. And also at the top. This one, I'm gonna close my eyes because okay. With the same, no, with another brush. Ah, we have a lot of brushes. I'm gonna dip into the Film Noir blush again with this brush, yeah? It's a new brush. Oh my god, we have so many brushes. I actually didn't use, oh yeah, we still need to do blush and all. We still need to do, blush, contouring and highlight, so yeah. Same brush, I'm gonna use, no, the other brush, a new brush. I'm gonna use the blush color called Film Noir at the bottom, just to smudge it out and give like a little bit of oomph to the eyes. Okay. You can see what I'm doing, like here. Am I too close? See, this eye is more vibrant, the other one is like, whoa. Okay. I'm gonna use the same color again on the top here, because my lashes are acting really annoying. And I really feel like pulling them out, like yanking them off. My lashes not quite one. My eyes are on fire. I have got this thing about pigment on my eyes. I always have tissue just to remove excess if it's too much. Okay, so I'm just polishing everything up. The brush that we use for the first transition color, I'm just gonna use it here to soften the edges because I don't want to look gothic. Just soften the edges. Now we're gonna do some contouring. I'll use this one, which is like flat and it's angled. So it's like a flat angled brush. This is what I'm gonna use. From my palette, I do have contouring stuff, so I'm just gonna use this one, the brown one. Just roll your brush in there. Once you do that, just aim for the top of your ear towards the corner of your mouth, but don't put anything here. It's just gonna be like, so I'm gonna use whatever product I took from the palette. Keep doing this back and forth. If you want it more polished, more natural, you can do the circular motions going up. Circle, circle, circle up. Circle, circle, circle up. Circle, circle, circle up. See, I have that high cheekbone look going on. Circle, circle, circle. So compare this side to this side. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Circle, circle, circle up. Circle, circle, circle up. Can you hear me, guys? I really hope you can. Circle, circle, circle up. Circle, circle, circle up. Circle, circle, circle up. I feel like I didn't conceal. Why am I? Something's wrong here. I'm using that foundation brush. Go back in there, conceal some of these blemishes that I don't know where they came from. I'm not removing the contour though. The good thing about the mineral powder is you can go over it with anything creamy or wet, liquid. Okay, now that's better. Just need to powder that part again. Guys, this YouTube tutorial is haphazard. It's not even in order. I apologize. I'm gonna be better. Okay, so we're doing the contouring. Circle, circle, circle up. Ooh, 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 ooh. When you put too much, don't worry. Just remove excess from the brush and just do the same. Circle, circle, circle up. Add more if you need to. Okay, I'm done. Now I have to do the blush. Same palette, I will go in there. Like I'll take this one, this middle one. Just take a little bit. I like the pointy looking brush because I just go smile. So I love blush. Okay. Once you're done with the blush, now you need to go with the golden to give a little bit of highlight. I'm gonna use like a smaller brush like this one. Ooh, took the wrong one. Highlight. We highlight the C of the face like here. That's how we highlight. Oh yeah, I'm not talking anymore. Okay, now we go into the lips. Mascara. It's my nice. Okay. I feel like I need some more blush. Don't you think I need some more blush? Okay, we're done. This is just a basic makeup tutorial about the brushes that we used. I'll show you how many we did. Okay, we used these except two. So you can keep these two for like foundation as well, so that you have 3 foundation brushes that you can use every day. You can use maybe one every week, wash it, use the other one, so you don't have to worry about a foundation brush drying on you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and I appreciate it.